Hello everybody, welcome to Frontier Mentality. Today we're making cinnamon rolls. Tomorrow I have the end of our ladies Bible study for the summer. So I'm making cinnamon bread. It can be rolls too, but I'm going to choose to do the bread for this one. Okay, so you got your, when it's time, we will preheat the oven to 350 for 30 minutes for the second rise, but we're not there yet. So right now, I need to add, let's see, ingredients. 1/3 cup of stick butter melted, got it. 1 cup of cold milk, got it. 1/3 cups of sugar, got it right here. 1 package of active yeast. If you use your yeast like this, it's 2 teaspoons and 1/4 of a teaspoon. Okay. Let it cool but still be warm. Add yeast. Let it sit for 5 minutes to be bubbly. Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit of my milk and I'm going to put just a little bit in this glass one. I don't need a lot. I just need enough to activate the yeast. And we're going to go ahead and put it in here for 15 seconds. And let it get warm because your yeast activates with warm. This was cold milk, so I don't want to do it cold. But just warm enough, like when you're testing a baby bottle on your wrist. It's a little bit too warm, so we'll add a little bit more milk to it. Because if you get your yeast too warm, it'll kill it. If you get your yeast too cold, it'll kill it. So it's a very picky little thing. Okay, I am getting some of my packet sugar out. It kind of helps jumpstart the yeast a little bit. Yeah, so we're doing this. And let's stir it a little bit in there so it dissolves. I hope everybody's doing well and having a blessed week. This is another way that you can learn to cook with your preps. Where's my teaspoon? There's my teaspoon. And so yeah, we're just, and this has to be exact. Yeast is no funny business. 2 and so teaspoons, yes. Where's the half? There it is. It may seem like a lot of yeast, especially if you're not used to making breads, but this is going to cause it to so what we're going to do is it sits and it's going to kind of get a brewy flavor or smell to it, and so it will activate. Okay, while we're waiting on that, we're going to go ahead and do the flour and the eggs. So you'll need 2 eggs, 3 cups of all-purpose flour or bread flour. Okay. I reuse everything. Like I tell everybody, I freeze all my flours and cornmeal and whatnot into for 3 days. So by me putting it in bottles, I do put it in a dark place afterwards. 2, and then it said 3 cups, okay. So this helps keep when you freeze your flour, it keeps the mice and the critters out of your flour. God forbid if one of them got past me and hatched, by having it in a bottle like this, only one bottle would be affected versus the whole mess of it. So what I'm saying is, if weevils hatched out in one bottle, I would only have to throw one bottle away versus all of my bottles or a big tub, because those things will contaminate like nobody's business. Okay, I have let's see, where is that sugar? Or not the sugar, salt. I got 1/3 teaspoon of salt. I am using violet sea salt. So we'll drop that in there. 2 eggs beaten. I've got that. So we're gonna mix it up just a little bit. The yeast is beginning to get a little bubbly, but it still is going to take a few minutes for it. Okay, I need a tablespoon of honey. Where's my honey? There it is. The honey just helps give it a more rich flavor. If you get a little extra in, that's okay. My hands are clean, so always wash your hands when you're cooking. I do have this sitting on a silicone mat because it helps me when it gets to the dough part of it to, where's that spoon? There it is. It will help me when I need to roll the dough out. You can use parchment paper. If you use parchment paper, add a little flour to it. I'm just stirring the eggs in the honey, mixing it in. I know there's probably a lot of people saying, no, you're doing it all wrong, but this has worked for me. It helps get it crumbly. And now I'm going to add my butter. Put everything in the sink that I don't need so I can wash it out. So now I'm just going to mix butter in. So yes. And I've learned to pause this finally. So I'm hoping that I can do this and make this video a little shorter for everybody. Okay, now we're going to add in the cold milk, 1 cup. I am using powdered milk. We have kind of stopped using milk. Unless you're getting raw milk. I don't know. I don't drink a lot of milk anyways anymore. Okay, I'm getting this mixed in real good. I like to get everything incorporated. The yeast is finally bubbling. Let's see if we can get y'all to see that. It's bubbling, it smells good. It's very yeasty. If you're still in the home game collecting your cans, your rice, your beans, y'all should be up to 2 months for 2 people now. Congratulations. Always, we're reusing everything. Reusing helps save money. If you're watching the shorts, I'm making kombucha. And those shorts, I keep calling it mother because I also make vinegar. And hello, we get mother in that. Okay, now we're gonna sit back right there a little bit, babe. Gonna flour my, let's get the ring off. Gonna flour my hands a little bit because I need to work this in. And it's okay to always have a little extra. Let's go ahead and cover that dough too, because it's very moist, and I think a lot of it has to do with the humidity today. It is very high because of all the rain we've had here in the south. So I hope everybody's gardens are doing well and surviving the rain. I planted the last of my sweet potato slips yesterday, so that should help it. Very well. It always helps establish the roots a little bit better. Yeah, it's a sticky mess, but it's okay. So, another thing, because I do have the air on here, I did preheat my oven to 200 degrees, and then I cut it off, because this will help this sticky mess rise. So, let's get that off a little bit and get my other towel that I have out. Sorry everybody, I had to dry my hands. Okay, because like I said, I cut the oven on 200, it's off. It's been off this whole time we've been doing this. So I cover it with a towel, and it is going to go live in my oven for a little bit to help the everything, rise up. While we're waiting on that part, we're going to get the middle part ready. I have 1 cup of brown sugar with about a half a cup of nuts. And now I'm going to have to do, how many? 2 tablespoons of sugar. Because that tablespoon is dirty, this also measures out to being a tablespoon. So there's 1, 2. You do not need a lot of brown sugar for this, because it really does mix well with the brown sugar. And we're just going to mix it till it's well blended. It also helps the nuts if it's in this mixture now. You can put it in later and sprinkle it. I probably will still add more nuts when we bring it out to coat it. I've got the butter sitting at room temperature right now, because you need 1 stick of butter for the inside. This is not a health food, by no means. There's not enough pecans in this to turn it into a health food or a protein. It is a sweet treat. That is meant to be a sweet treat. Okay. So we've got that all blended up, looking pretty. I'm going to pause y'all and bring you back, because it's going to take about 30 minutes for that dough to rise, and we'll be back.